What's good, YouTube? It's your guy Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I talk about fragrances and fashion on this channel. So listen, if you love looking good, if you love smelling amazing as well, consider subscribing to this channel and also make sure that you hit that bell icon as well. That way you get notified anytime I upload new content on the channel. About a year and a half ago now, I did a video called 10 mass appealing fragrances worn by celebrities, and in that particular video I focused on professional athletes. So you have folks like Odell Beckham Jr., Amari Cooper, who used to play for my Dallas Cowboys, and folks like that I was able to share with you guys the fragrances that these gentlemen wore. Now these kind of things used to kind of be somewhat of a mystery because it would just kind of be like hearsay. We would catch wind that this particular fragrance has been tied to this particular celebrity. But now, thanks to GQ and their Essentials video series that they do, oftentimes these celebrities will share 10 things that are essential to them, and fragrance, generally speaking, is one of those 10 things. So on this particular episode, we're going to focus on hip-hop artists. We have folks on this list today like my guy 2 Chainz, Yo Gotti, NLE Chopper, Young Jeezy, just to name a few. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys what fragrances they wear, and I'm going to kind of give you guys my opinion on said fragrance. Sounds good? So if you want to see my thoughts and my opinions on what these celebrities, these hip-hop artists specifically, are rocking, then you know the routine, man. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. Now, before I do that, I will say this one more time. Every time I wear this sweatshirt, this Dolce & Gabbana sweatshirt on a video, somebody asks me where I got it from. And I linked it the last time where I got it from Saks. And I will link it one more time in this video. Okay, so if you ever see me wear this again, I'm not going to link it again because this will be the second time I've done that. Okay, now let's go ahead and jump into the video. One thing that I have noticed, guys, with celebrities, at least so far, there are some repeat offenders on this list. So there are some fragrances that, when I did my video on the professional athletes, there are some fragrances that were on that list that are repeat fragrances on this list. I think overall, at the end of the day, most celebrities kind of go with the more popular fragrances, obviously. Fragrances that you can walk into a Saks Fifth Avenue, a Neiman Marcus, or even some other department stores and purchase. They typically aren't really searching on FragranceNet for deals and stuff like that. They're just going to go into a Neiman Marcus or to a Saks, find something they like, get it, and go. All right? Or them or whoever's doing the shopping for them. So that's something that you're going to see on this list. All right, so let's get into it. So first up on this list is my guy, Yo Gotti. I tell all my girls, bag it up, bag it up, break it up, break it up. All right, so Mr. Yo Gotti, man, he said that he likes to smell like money, you dig? I like my fragrances, you know, I like to smell like money. So the fragrance that he wears to smell like money is from the House of Le Labo. So this is one that caught me a little bit by surprise because most of the other celebrities or hip hop artists kind of went very mainstream. This one was a little bit more of a choice of, you would see, for more of a connoisseur. So this one from the House of Le Labo is called Santal 33. Santal 33, if you guys don't know, this is a fragrance that is heavy on sandalwood. You know what, when I think about it, it kind of does smell like money. There's this aspect to it that smells like a fresh, like crisp, brand new dollar bill or $20 bill, whatever denomination you want to call it. But it does kind of smell like new money. Maybe my guy Yo Gotti should do fragrance reviews because that's a good comparison. But again, heavy on the sandalwood. So if you guys want to smell like Yo Gotti and have them backing it up and then raking it up, then you might want to check out this fragrance from the house of Le Labo. Again, this is called Santal 33. All right, so the next hip hop artist that I want to talk about today is a guy by the name of Partisan Fontaine. Backing it up. So the fragrance that Mr. Partisan Fontaine chose, and he said that he likes to smell good, so folks, women are always asking what he has on, and it's this right here from the house of Gucci. This is Gucci Guilty. Now, if you guys have not seen my first iteration of this series that I did over a year and a half ago, there was also a football player by the name of Jalen Ramsey that had this as his same signature scent. Again, the brand of Gucci, the clothing brand of Gucci, is very popular with hip hop artists, very popular as well with professional athletes. And again, I think they go into these stores, the Gucci stores, or whoever's shopping for them. And, you know, Gucci has their fragrances in there. So I'm pretty sure that's how they ran across this one. And Gucci is a popular choice for a lot of celebrities. And again, it's not a bad scent. I've had this for quite some time. The more I acquire fragrances in my collection, I don't reach for this one as much. But it's kind of one of those mass appealing, easy to wear scents. So I could see how a lot of folks would smell it and like it and want to take it home. So I can see them getting compliments on this scent. It's just not one that I reach for as much anymore. But if you want to smell like my man Partisan Fontaine and have him backing it up, hey, you might want to get your hands on a bottle of this from the house of Gucci. This is Gucci Guilty. All right, guys, next up on the list was my guy NLE Chopper. I'm talking about Mr. Walk 'em Down, Walk 'em Down, Walk 'em Down, Walk 'em Down. And the fragrance that his signature scent, or the fragrance that he likes to wear, is this one from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is Baccarat Rouge 540, and this is the Extrait de Parfum. Now, this is the actual fragrance that he had in his hand when he talked about his favorite scent. Now, he did mention a few others, but this is the fragrance that he had with him that day. He says he likes to smell good, always got to smell good. So, of course, we are like-minded in that regard. But this is his fragrance of choice. Again, this is one of those fragrances amongst many celebrities, men and women alike, that is very, very popular and well known. Again, if you remember from my first video in this series, this was also the fragrance choice of one Amari Cooper. So again, very popular fragrance. I understand why it's one of my favorites as well. From the house of MFK, this is Baccarat Rouge 540, the Extrait de Parfum. All right, guys, so the next person that I want to talk about, the next hip hop artist, was my man, Mr. Roddy Ricch. That's right, I'm talking about Mr. Big Stepper himself. And his fragrance of choice was none other than from the house of Creed, and it's this one right here, Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus. Now, when they asked Mr. Roddy Ricch why he wore this fragrance, he said, well, aptly, because he smelled rich. He said, this smells like a doctor. Now, I think that I would go more with Yo Gotti when we talk about the fragrance description. Yo Gotti did a better job describing his fragrance. But nonetheless, this, of course, you guys know, Creed Aventus is very popular fragrance. Once again, to make reference to the initial video from this series, if you remember, this was also the fragrance choice of one Victor Oladipo, who was a professional basketball player who now plays for the Miami Heat, of course. But yeah, this fragrance right here, Creed Aventus, is very popular. As a matter of fact, spoiler alert, you are going to see this fragrance again later on in this list. So very popular fragrance amongst not only people in the fragrance community, but also for celebrities as well. All right, guys, so next up on the list was none other than my guy YG, man. Big Bang, take Lil Bang. Big Bang, take Lil Bang. The type of money you gonna need to save. That's right. And I'll bet you he also keeps in his safe this bottle of Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. Because Mr. YG says that he has to smell good as well. Smelling good is just something he thinks all guys should do. And of course, being a professional celebrity, professional hip hop artist, that's something that a lot of them like to do. They like to smell good, man. And I know for a fact he's smelling good by rocking this right here, Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. Smells great. Again, Chanel is one of those big name designer houses that, of course, most people are conscious of, even if they're not a fragrance connoisseur. Of course, you've heard of Chanel. So a lot of them like to go for the bigger names, the Chanels, the Gucci's, the Creeds, the MFKs, the Bond No. 9s, etc. So Guys, if you want to smell like my man YG and have that big bank and need a safe, then go ahead and get yourself a bottle of this right here from the House of Chanel. This again is Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. All right, so the next person up here is my man down in the A, man, Mr. 2 Chainz. None other than 2 Chainz, man. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about this, but let me show you the bottle first because this is the only fragrance that there's a little bit of mystery behind it. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can play a little small clip. I'm gonna play a clip because he kind of tried to hide his fragrance, but I want to show you guys how much of a detective that I am, because I am pretty certain that although he did not show the front of this bottle, I figured out exactly which Bond number 9 scent that he wears. So let's roll the clip and then I'll be right back.
I don't usually show people that because everybody always asks me what I got on. I could tell you Bond number 9 and you can never smell like me because it smells different on everyone's body. Number 9. So that is my favorite fragrance of all time.
All right, guys, so we're back. So if you guys saw that bottle, you saw it's a Bond number 9 fragrance and it had just the back of it was just all black. Now, you guys know that I'm a Bond number 9 connoisseur. I have over 30 bottles of Bond number 9 in my fragrance collection. To my knowledge, this is the only Bond number 9 besides Centerpiece, besides Bond number 9, I Love New York for All, okay, that has an all black back with nothing on the back and with this kind of shiny finish on it. But I'm pretty certain that this is the fragrance that he had. This is called Fire Dye. This is called Fire Dye, which stands for Financial District. I'm almost certain that this is the one that he had. This fragrance kind of has like this spicy green apple thing going on. It smells really, really good. But I'm almost certain that this is what Mr. 2 Chainz had in his hand, although he hid it. So hopefully he won't come looking for me because I, of course, revealed to the world what fragrance he was wearing or had in that video that he did not want to show you guys the front of the bottle. But if you look at it, all clues lead to Fine Dye or either Bond number 9, I Love New York for All. But the only reason I said probably it's not that one because that's been discontinued and it's really hard to find. So it's probably this one right here from the house of Bond number 9. You know, I used my deductive reasoning skills and came up with this one right here. So if you want to smell like 2 Chainz, get yourself a bottle of Fine Dye. All right, guys, so this next gentleman, I think he does more like more of an R&B kind of artist, but it's kind of like that hip hop R&B, almost singing, kind of almost like Drake does sometimes in his songs. But his name is Brent Faiyaz, and he wears this right here, Baccarat Rouge 540 as well, but he had the EDT. You guys can see how much I love this. I almost have used this complete bottle all the way up. But this is the fragrance that my man Brent Faiyaz wears. Now, a lot of hip hop artists like to use Brent Faiyaz on the hooks of their songs, but he has his own, you know, of course, songs and albums as well. Very unique voice. And of course, he went with Baccarat Rouge 540. Again, I'm not surprised because a lot of these guys wear this fragrance. So if you want to sing or smell like my man Brent Faiyaz, make sure you get yourself a bottle of Baccarat Rouge 540. All right, guys, so next up is my man Lil Durk, Mr. You Pissed Me Off. And I'm sure you're gonna piss him off if everybody is wearing his fragrance. He's probably gonna be pissed off because I got a message for you, Lil Durk. Everybody wears your fragrance. So he had this right here from the house of Christian Dior. This is Dior Sauvage. And you guys know, man, over the past 6 or 7 years, this is the most popular designer fragrance released in the last 7 years. The only thing I think that rivals this probably is Bleu de Chanel. But man, this stuff is popular for a good reason. It smells great. And again, there were, I think Kyrie Irving from my first video wore this scent as well. So again, a lot of these guys wear the same stuff. But anyway, this is his fragrance of choice, Lil Durk. So it's probably going to piss him off when he hears that everybody wears Dior Sauvage. But for good reason, it does smell amazing. So if you want to rock the same thing Lil Durk rocks, get yourself a bottle of Dior Sauvage. All right, guys, and last but not least, man, going back to the ATL, my man Young Jeezy, Mr. So Icy, Mr. When you play the Young Jeezy, all the dope boys go crazy. He wears this right here from the house of Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus, I told you guys you would see this fragrance again. Young Jeezy said he also has several fragrances that he wears, But he said, you know, when I want to run out of the house, you know, and run some errands, you know, it gotta smell good. I usually throw this right here on. So this is what Young Jeezy wears to run errands, okay? Most of us, you know, because of the price and the cost of this fragrance right here, we wear this for special occasions a lot of times. Or we're trying to dress to impress, but when my man Young Jeezy just running to the grocery store, you know what I'm saying, or running to the mall, he's throwing on Creed or Vintage. So if you want to smell like my man Young Jeezy, then make sure you get this right here in your life, man. From the house of Creed, this is Creed or Vintage. All right, guys, that's it. That's my time, man. I hope you enjoyed this video today as I gave you the 10 fragrances that 10 of probably your favorite hip hop artists are wearing. As always, I sincerely appreciate your time and your attention to these videos. You don't have to watch, but you do. And I sincerely appreciate that. Don't forget to take a few moments to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you are sharing these videos out to some other folks that you think could use this information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darian. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.